Hi everyone. There was a lot of interest in my sensitivity around the bottom of the market using PEs. So I'm going to do another one of those based on this past week and where it closed. For those that are new, a PE is a price earnings ratio that takes the price of a stock and divides it by the earnings of that stock. This ratio is also calculated for the major indexes of the stock market. So in this sensitivity, it takes the PE ratio for the major indexes as of close on Friday and the total value of those indexes as of close on Friday and assesses where the bottom could be if we land in recession based on average recession PEs for each of those indexes. These recession PEs I found by doing an AI search of all available information for each of the major indexes. And because those recession PEs are a ratio, it would reflect the price to recession earnings at that time. And because of that, it's essentially the premium that investors were willing to pay based on the earnings during recession. So because of this historical PE ratio can be used as a proxy for what we might see if we land in recession again, because it's about the relationship. So here's my fancy chart. You can see as of Friday's close for each of the major indexes, the value, Barron's PE as of that date, the same recession PE from my prior analysis, and the potential drop we could see based on that relationship between the current PE, Barron's estimated, and the recession PE. So the 425 recession values you see at 20.9 to 22.7 thousand for the Dow, 3.2 to 3.7 thousand for the S&P, 8,000 for the NASDAQ, and 1.4 thousand for the Russell 2000. I've added the recession values that I calculated in my sensitivities from 417. So you can see that the range of downside has improved a touch for the Dow and the NASDAQ and the Russell 2000, but is basically exactly the same for the S&P. So this is not an exact science, but it provides you, based on historical recession PEs, where the bottom of the market could land if in fact we find we are in a recession. And just to remind everyone, a recession is technically defined as 2 consecutive quarters of GDP decline. Based on the GDP now out of Atlanta, we are going to likely land at about down 2.5% for Q1. And we have not yet seen our first estimate for Q2, but I believe they will be publishing that next Wednesday, the 30th. So I will be watching and keeping everyone updated on how I see things playing out. Hope that helps.